Imagine waking up one morning to breaking news banners across every screen. WNBA 2026 season cancelled. Fans are stunned. Analysts can't believe it. The players? Silent but powerful. The WNBA, a league built on resilience and progress, suddenly faces its biggest crisis ever, a full-blown player strike. In this video, we're diving into the what-if that could reshape basketball forever. What if the stars of the WNBA, the faces of the movement, decided they'd had enough? Enough of the pay gap. Enough of unfair media coverage. Enough of being ignored. How would it start? Who would lead it? What would it mean for fans, for the NBA, and for women's sports as a whole? Today, we break it all down, from the spark that lights the fuse to the aftershocks that could change sports history. This is the year the WNBA went silent. The tipping point. Every movement begins with frustration. For years, WNBA players have spoken out about pay equity, marketing, and scheduling conflicts with the NBA. But in our 2026 scenario, it's not just talk. It's tension ready to explode. Social media becomes the battleground. Players start posting cryptic tweets. We deserve more. Enough is enough. The public starts noticing. Analysts argue on ESPN and TNT. Behind closed doors, team representatives meet with the league office. Negotiations stall, then collapse. A single tweet from a superstar sets it off. The first strike. The 2026 preseason begins, or at least it was supposed to. But one by one, players refuse to show up for media day. Jerseys stay hanging in empty locker rooms. The players' union issues a statement. Until fair treatment and fair pay are achieved, we will not play. Instantly, the internet erupts. Some fans support the players, calling them heroes. Others are angry, saying sports shouldn't be political. TV networks scramble, sponsors panic, and WNBA officials are silent. For the first time in league history, opening night is canceled. The silence in those arenas is deafening but powerful, because this time silence is their loudest message yet. Follow the money. Money becomes the center of the storm. The average WNBA salary still trails far behind NBA paychecks, even though revenue and viewership have climbed year after year. The players demand transparency. They want to see the books. They want a share that reflects their worth, not just in dollars, but in visibility. Corporate sponsors are caught in the crossfire. Some threaten to pull out. Others double down in support of the athletes. News outlets start asking uncomfortable questions. If the league can't afford fairness, what does that say about its future? The discussion spreads far beyond basketball. Suddenly, the WNBA strike isn't just a sports story. It's a labor movement. Fans take sides. By mid-season, every sports show is talking about it. Hashtags flood the internet. Hashtag stand with the players versus hashtag save the WNBA. In some cities, fans rally outside arenas holding signs that read, "Equal pay for equal play." In others, they chant for games to return. The players hold press conferences, explaining their stance. It's not greed, it's respect. They've been traveling on commercial flights, juggling off-season jobs, and still delivering elite-level performances. The tension divides the fan base, but it also creates new awareness. Millions who never watched women's basketball before start paying attention, not just to the sport, but to the people behind it. And that's when everyone realizes this strike is bigger than basketball. The NBA reacts. Across the hall, the NBA can't stay quiet. Adam Silver and top NBA players are pressed for comments daily. Some stars speak out in solidarity. Others urge both sides to find a solution fast, fearing ripple effects across all pro basketball. Then something unexpected happens. NBA players wear WNBA shirts during warm-ups. LeBron, Curry, and Antetokounmpo tweet their support. That's when the movement goes global. The story spreads from ESPN to CNN to BBC. This is no longer a women's league issue. It's a sports revolution. Behind closed doors, Silver offers to mediate talks. Because if the WNBA doesn't return soon, the credibility of the entire basketball world could be at stake. Global ripple effect. As the strike continues, other leagues begin to respond. The WNBL in Australia, EuroLeague women, and even college athletes in the NCAA speak out. Documentaries, podcasts, and opinion pieces explode across the internet. The WNBA players become symbols of courage and equality. In a stunning turn, female athletes in tennis and soccer publicly support them. Brands like Nike and Adidas face growing pressure to back the cause. The message is clear. This isn't just a basketball strike. It's the front line of a global conversation about gender and value in sports. Suddenly, the WNBA's silence echoes in every stadium on Earth. The league that once fought for recognition now leads a movement for revolution. The turning point. After months of standoff, fans start to miss the game, but they respect the cause. Ticket sales drop, but social engagement hits record highs. Behind closed doors, owners realize the cost of silence. Networks threaten to pull broadcast deals if there's no resolution. That's when new leadership emerges. A coalition of veteran players and young stars form the Athletes Alliance. They propose a new structure, profit sharing, better travel standards, and player health guarantees. At first, the league pushes back. But then, a leaked memo shows just how much revenue the strike has cost everyone. It's clear. The only way forward is together. Talks resume. The world holds its breath. The agreement. Finally, after 6 intense months, an agreement is reached. The deal includes fairer pay distribution, improved conditions, and more investment in marketing. Both sides call it a new beginning. When the news breaks, social media explodes with relief. Players return to practice. Fans flood the arenas. Commentators call it the greatest comeback in sports labor history. And while the 2026 season technically never happened, its absence made the league stronger. Because for the first time, everyone, from executives to fans, understands that without players, there's no game. The WNBA didn't just survive the strike. It evolved. The rebirth of the WNBA. The next year, the 2027 season becomes the most anticipated in WNBA history. Viewership doubles. Merch sales skyrocket. Every intro video features a new slogan. We play because we can. The athletes walk onto the court as pioneers. Stronger, united, and respected. Former critics now celebrate the league's evolution. Sponsors return in full force. Documentaries and books recount the strike that changed everything. And as the first game tips off, fans rise to their feet. It's not just basketball, it's history. Because what almost destroyed the WNBA saved it instead. The legacy. Years later, the 2026 WNBA strike becomes a case study in courage. It's taught in business schools, referenced in documentaries, and remembered by fans as the moment women's sports took full control of their destiny. The players who stood up became icons. The fans who waited became believers. The message that echoes through time is simple. Change doesn't come from comfort. It comes from courage. The WNBA didn't end in 2026. It began. And every shot, every chant, every sold-out arena that followed stands as proof. Because sometimes, to build the future, you have to stop the present. And that's exactly what they did.